Welcome back. News coming in from Pakistan now over the rising threat of the Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan. Rising attacks have now led to a blame game between the central government in Pakistan and the regional authorities. TTP fighters attacked a military post in the Malakand province. A bomb was detonated on a relief convoy that was heading towards the post. At least 5 Pakistani army personnel have been killed in that particular attack, and that seems to now have triggered war of words between the regional authorities and the civilian government there. Interior Minister has now come out and said that the number of TTP fighters in the region was between 7,000 to 10,000, adding that some of those had previously laid down arms are now secretly resuming those activities. Anand Narasimhan, my colleague, now joins us for more on this. Anand, there is blame game that's going on there, and it looks like the civilian government and the military have been losing their grip as far as the situation goes.
Not just that, what we are also getting to understand is that the Khyber Pakhtunkhwa government has been blamed by the central Pakistani establishment, Rana Sanaullah, pointing fingers at the Khyber Pakhtunkhwa government. But meanwhile, the TTP has released a letter which we're showing on our screens, which says that there is no threat to foreigners, there is no threat to anybody else, because their target is only the Pakistani forces. So this is what the TTP has tried to say. This comes days after the TTP also issued a warning where they had the Pakistan Parliament in Islamabad in sight, and you had one of the TTP cadre with his feet up on a parapet and then putting out a chit saying, "We are coming." Now, the Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan has only intensified its attacks on Pakistani military personnel, and they have tried to rubbish all the claims that have been made by the Pakistan military. There is also internal strife within the Pakistan military, with not too many taking kindly to General Asim Munir's elevation, and that is why there is talk that there are groups which are now wanting to destabilize the Pakistani military establishment under Asim Munir. There are also reports that nearly 5,000 army officers and personnel have actually submitted their resignations, and this is also doing the rounds in media in terms of reports. So clearly things seem to be in a state of flux, and the TTP seem to be emboldened as they're also claiming support from the Baloch Liberation Army.
The TTP seems to be emboldened, and the Pakistani military and the administration seem to be losing their grip. There is a blame game that is now coming to the fore, even as we are seeing several attacks that are taking place against military establishment and the army, in which several of the army personnel have been killed as well. We'll keep a track of that and much more, but with that, it's a wrap from me on this edition of Nation.